What's going on, kids? How you doing? Hello. Hi. How we feeling, everybody? No tears, only joyous farewells. That's the way it goes, right? What's going on, Raiden? How it be, man? Hello, Chaos. Welcome back. Alright. Beep. There it is. My goodness, Capture's not fighting me today. How we feeling, buddy? If I drank, which I do not, I would be, but I do not, so I am not. I am never going to use this coupon, damn it. Horse butt? No.
Just being real, if I had to choose between performing and producing, I choose producing.
Yo, want to see something goofy? Just to start off, I'm going to show you just how much I'm turning off my brain today. Says the liar that we just heard drank. It's a glass of milk. It's not alcoholic. Y'all know what I mean by drink. It's a glass of milk. I'm a good boy. Another graduation again? Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
Not a VTuber. It was literally the VTuber. Imagine, like, your biggest talent and one of your biggest talents and fumbling them both in the same fucking month. What is that on my back? What is that on my back? What the fuck is that? Anyone know what that is? I really have no idea what that is on my back. Weird. Anyway, I want to show you guys something goofy. I've been cooking with Gyre for a little bit, as I said in the build section of the Discord. I've got her to the point where she's... As long as you don't hold still with her... Actually, even if you do hold still with her... She's actually really tanky now, and she's also, as she has been for a long time, extremely powerful. So, let's show what I'm talking about here. Look at my ammo count. Look at my ammo count. You'll notice anything? Now it goes down. So if you hit at least 2 headshots, which as you can see this thing just spits out bullets like crazy, then you have infinite ammo with this gun, along with the fact that with her little lightning bubbles here, for one, with her AUG, if you fire through them, you do a ridiculous amount of electric damage. If you couple that with her 3 and her 4, that electric damage increases. I see you coded your own augment. I did not. This is the Dara Vandal. Specifically, the Dara Vandal Incarnon. Its second evolution. Increased base damage by 6. Plus 20% ammo efficiency for 5 seconds on kill. Stacks up to 4 times. So you can have up to 80% ammo efficiency on 4 kills. Of course he is. He loves hearing my voice. The dulcet and soothing tones of my voice. But when you couple the Incarnon form with Primary Crux, on weak point hit, gain 30% status chance and plus 6% ammo efficiency stacks up to 10 times. So that's a total of plus 300% status chance. And plus 60% ammo efficiency. This 60% ammo efficiency stacks additively with the ammo efficiency from the Incarnon form, which means all I have to do is kill one thing and then shoot a couple guys in the head, and I have infinite ammo for a long time, actually. Let's see, so that's about 10 seconds, give or take, because it's pretty easy to keep up. So couple that with how I've built my Dara. And how I've built my Gyre. If I could actually get them all grouped up. Oh, that's the problem. Yeah. So I'll show you why she's tanky in a little bit. I've just realized that I wasn't doing something important to her kit. So the reason that she's tanky is because I decided I would use a mod on her I never use. Like, I honestly never use this mod because I hate it. There it goes. But it's a mod that Gyre is uniquely able to take advantage of. God damn, that is a lot of damage. Yeesh. Anyway. So Gyre's 3 and her 4 causes her to have a decent amount of energy regen. So as you can see, my energy just kind of ticks upwards. So Gyre's 3 and her 4. Does Crux work well in Incarnon? It does not. Unfortunately, Crux does not work on an Incarnon form. So, because her 3 and her 4, coupled with, I put Dreamer's Bond here just because I could, coupled with Archon Stretch, because you are going to be consistently and constantly spewing out electrical damage because of her kit. That is going to give you about, let's see, that's 3.5, 5.5 energy per second that you regain. Couple that with quick thinking and primed flow, and all of a sudden she is no longer made of wet tissue paper. Honestly, I could drop out primed vigor. I could probably drop out primed vigor for where is it? For adaptation, and she'd be just a little tankier. But I really don't care. Honestly, she's tanky enough. As you can see, I'm running both of her augments here. As for shards, 3 purple shards, because she is one of those few frames that can take advantage of the plus 15%, so that's plus 45% ability damage on enemies affected by electricity status. As I said, everything's going to be affected by electricity status, plus a little bit of power strength, and plus a little bit of casting speed. The only time I have ever actually fainted with her at this point is when I've been bubbled by an acolyte, or when I'm here testing it out specifically against these as high as level as they can go, nothing but heavy gunners, because that's typically what I test something's tankiness against. As you can see, even in standard mode, without the Incarnon, it's actually really effective. With the Incarnon, I'll show you guys how I built my Dara as well. Pretty much, it's designed off of the philosophy of Mordaka. This thing is designed to spew out as many bullets as possible, and that's because all it takes is 1 or 2 bullets to a weak point, and whatever I'm shooting at is dead. That's all it takes. So I have built this thing as a nail puncher, basically. It is designed specifically for weak point shots. If you don't like making headshots, if you don't like weak point shots, ignore it. Weak point shots give it infinite ammo and a whole shit ton of damage. Increased weak point multiplier plus weak point critical chance keep in mind, this is with 0 multi-shot, by the way. So this multi-shot is locked to 1, specifically 1. If you want, I picked up this Riven for 10 plat. I picked up this Riven for 10 plat like a couple weeks ago because people are absolutely sleeping on the Dara Incarnon. Trust me, this thing absolutely wrecks, especially if you're just going to be doing like no challenge runs, base level Steel Path. And that's Steel Path, mind you. Base level Steel Path, not to mention just like cruising through the star chart. This thing slaps. You pretty much just assemble them all into a Katamari. And if you're willing to do a little armor stripping, it's actually a lot more effective. The only time I have ever fainted is here and when I get bubbled. Actually, I need to test something real quick. That's right. So just a theory here. No armor strip. Oof. This is without any armor strip, guys. None. Now the thing is this is not an AoE weapon. It is a nail puncher. It is a precision marksman weapon. This thing is extremely accurate at long, super long distances. If you can actually, like, get your reticle over their weak point, it will hit their weak point. There's no variance in the beam. Like, this is a sniper without a scope. Very, very, very accurate. Now, I hardly use the Incarnon form, one, because primary Crux is, So to answer your question, yes and no, actually, Natris. Crux works for the status chance. It does not work for the ammo efficiency, but if you're nailing headshots while you're in Incarnon form, and you go to normal form, your ammo efficiency will then start. So it's active, you just don't get ammo efficiency in Incarnon mode. Also, I'm picking my shots here, but this thing, it's not slow. You can fire like crazy. It's fast as fuck, boy. Hey, Scotty, what's going on, my guy? Hello, hello. So I actually have, I believe... Yeah, okay. So that fits. Yeah. Basically, the way this gyre is designed is she sets up a killing field and she just kind of sets up shop there. That's kind of how she works. Her 2 is an excellent grouping tool. It's probably one of the best grouping tools in the game. Her 1, I wish it did what I thought they'd do with it. I wish her 1 was also a shield. It is unfortunately not. Instead, her 1 is like, her 1 is like a Volt shield that doesn't protect you. If that makes any sense. Her 1 is very much like a Volt shield that just doesn't protect you. So it's just damage if you shoot through it, and that's it. Actually, let me pull it up real quick. The augment in specific that I'm using. Conductive Sphere. Arc Sphere Augment. Projectiles that pass through Arc Sphere have guaranteed electricity status effect. That's a guaranteed electricity proc. And plus 75% electricity damage. That is a multiplier. So it's plus 160% damage and a guaranteed proc. Now, you'll notice it said projectiles. Projectiles. That means that you can use gun blades with it. Gun blades work excellently with her, Anything that's a projectile works excellently with her. But I honestly prefer to use guns, because gun blades are kind of cheesy when you use it this way, because you get so many fucking procs. So shotguns also work incredibly well with Gyre, but I kind of like the Dara for its just infinite DACA theory that I showed you guys. Just got done working out. Probably going to turn early, because I might be going back to the hospital for a bit, and got to wake up early for an appointment. I hope you're well, dude. Jesus. Don't die. You're not allowed to You're not allowed to die. Specifically, I'm forbidding it. I believe this week I have Temporal Archimedia with Gyre, so let's go ahead and take her for a spin in there. I'm entirely ignoring my malware here. I don't think it's gonna bite me in the ass either, because I don't care. Need to get the augment and try that with the Coda Vorgun. Oh god, you mean the one with the DSL? Yeah. Listen to the mod. Alright, so anyone here who wants to do some Temporal Archimedia, you're absolutely welcome. Speak now, forever hold your pee, but that is what we're going to be doing now, because I believe I have Gyre. Now, just being put back in the ward for IDK, how long? They didn't specify, but might be a while. What do you mean, just?
Seems to be holding stable. Got a set of crisis events lined up for you. Make sure we get a gold star.
Okay, Nagantaka. Chaos, you gonna be volunteering as tribute? Alright, my dude. Just go ahead and message me in game, I'll get you invited. Broken Scepter, Fragor. Does anyone use the Broken Scepter? Yeesh. So it's looking like the Nagantaka is gonna be the star of the show today. Because I have a pretty decent Nagantaka build. Nagantaka Prime with the Sicarus and the Fragor Prime. Oh yeah, sure, take your time, we aren't rushing through this. Right, I was running primary crux on this. Let's actually boop boop. I got no room for that, do I? Actually, yeah, I can just drop out crit delay. Prime Acuity. There you go. We're turning this into a weak point puncher as well. Might as well. That's kind of what we're going on here. Okay, we got primary crux. We don't really need to unlock that X-list slot today. Viral and heat. With nearly all of my crit chance coming from my abilities and galvanized scope. Oh, that's right, bladed rounds. Hold on. Can I fit in bladed rounds, I wonder? Critical damage and status chance. Fuck it. Goodbye, Serration. I'll be aight. Apparently, according to one of my weekly mental tests, I'm at high risk of homicidal behavior, but I'm sure it's fine. Scotty, you alright, bud? Look, just be safe, alright? When it comes to mental stuff, that's no joke. That's the equivalent of breaking your arm and walking around trying to pick stuff up, alright? So it's not a bad thing to go for treatment. However, at the same time, don't let them lobotomize you. I hear that doesn't really do much of a job in the long run. Okay. So, fun fact about this build for the Nagantaka. First of all, the damage. Hee hee ha ha hee 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 ha jokes. Second of all, with primary crux active, you can actually fire the secondary fire for the Nagantaka multiple times without reloading. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, we'll tape this as a head puncher. All right, Chaos, go ahead and hit me up in game and I'll send you the invite. Same with... God, I love that helmet on Wisp, but I hate that it's Tennogen. I love the witch hat. It's one of my favorites in the game. It's so cute. Anyway, you go ahead and shoot me a message in game, Chaos. Same with you, Natris. It's me coping. Also, not to worry. My ward makes a good Hess omelet. I'll be fine. Well, as long as you have quality eggs, that's what's important. Wait, no, it's not. What's going on, RJ? Hello. Can I see your piranha? Sure. 1 second. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I think I have a halfway decent piranha build. What am I doing? I have a wheel for that. Oop. Piranha. I think it's still one of my most used weapons. Yep, there it is. Piranha is currently set up like this. I haven't refreshed this build in just a little bit, but it's pretty effective, especially when you can really get it going. Hey, Lap and Chaos are here. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey. Yeah, this is my basic setup for the Piranha. You're able to actually get ridiculous fire rate out of this if you are able to get all of the kills fast enough, thanks to this unique trait. And Steady Hands is there specifically because whenever you hit this unique trait, it starts kicking like a fucking mule. So it's best to just have this around just for those rare occasions where you're actually able to pull this off. Because it's 3 kills within 2 seconds. So it doesn't happen a lot unless you're on Steel Path and, you know, you're just powering through everything. But it does happen enough that you want Steady Hands to keep it on target. Here, I'll actually... There you go. That's much easier, right? Switch back over to my Sikaras, which I am not going to be using halfway at all. Let's check our mission list. Hopefully it's stuff that, you know, Gyre's actually suited for.
Told you I'd make it.
Kaya, I don't like you. You're legitimately a terrible person. You are awful. You are an awful human being. In fact, you're an awful proto-frame. You're a terrible character. How fucking dare you act like we're friends? I don't like her. Can you guys tell? How you gonna show up, figure out time travel, and then leave everyone else around you stuck in a time loop, including Minerva and Velmir, who specifically helped you with your time research? Minerva and Velmir help her on the temporal Archimedia, where she does her time research, which is what she used to be able to escape the time loop. She left them here too. Terrible person. If you weren't in charge of temporal Archimedia, I would not speak to you ever. In fact, I specifically want to reset the conversations just so I can ghost you the entire way and you stay stuck here too. Because I'm the master of this fucking loop. Damn it. Hell Scrub, Legicite, Exterminate. Oh, that's really easy. Sealed armor. That's made for me, baby. I pick out headshots. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get our peely picks. What do we want? What do we want this week? What do you guys think? Oh, first. No melee combo. Casting ability reduces armor. I have almost no armor, so that doesn't matter. Max energy reduced by 75%. That might affect us a little bit, but we've got Prime Flow, so we've mitigated that as much as we can. Ammo restored by drops in gear is reduced by 75%. That's NBD. We're running ammo efficiency for a reason after all. Alright, so no big deals, no defense objectives I'm going to have to deal with, so we're going to take... We're going to take Optimism on the Hell Scrub. I hate Optimism, but the extra Helipix chip is really nice, so I got to take it for one of them. For the Legicite Harvest, we're actually able to use our gear wheel here, so we might want to bring one of the other things. Can't believe I haven't gotten these two yet. That's so weird. Let's see. No. So Thermian RPG might be nice just to pop the Legicide instantly. However, comma, vintage tech sounds like a good time. Slippery customer also sounds pretty good. I might take Argon combo number 2, honestly. And then last one will be It Sees You for that other Peelypix chip. And I think that's all we need. Alright, you guys let me know when you've got your stuff settled there, and we will go ahead and skedaddle. God, I love that hat. That's such a good hat. Oh, I can just put the mission up, can't I?
It's no Larunda relay, but it's home.
It's no Larunda relay, but it's home. Aren't I right, fellow time traveler? I wish to throw you through this cracked window next to you. I just want you to know that. If I could, I would take the original you here and feed you to my Helminth. Feet first. Anyway.
Get your loadout ready, because once you're locked in, I cannot.
She's a terrible person. She cracked how to get out of the time loop and then left everyone else here in the time loop. I want to explain why this annoys me so much. We could have had the Proto Frames outside of 1999 forming their own faction for good in the Origin system, not as time tourists talking about how cool the future is, but as other actual named characters in our time making a difference in the Origin system. Instead, we just get her kicking her feet in Larunda Relay, talking about how rad the future is. What an awful creature. Whenever you guys are ready, just hit the check mark. We'll leave the last slot open, and if we get a rando, we get a rando, and if we don't, we'll be fine. I suppose I wouldn't be as absolutely, you know, harsh on her if they actually gave us an explanation as to why she doesn't bring the others through, but all she is like, I did the time travel and I cracked it, yay. I love the future. Especially when she comes back and she's like, dude, the future rocks. Oh, the future rocks with Narmer and the Sentients and the Infested and you know, all of Solaris United's plight. Future rocks, huh? You sure about that? Are you positive? Are you positive that future rocks? Because as far as I can see, it's pretty fucking grim. What about the empire of slowly degrading clones that have no free will? Does that rock too? Fucking dumbass. God, I want to meet her in the future in my orbiter just so I can push her out the airlock. Margulis, this isn't that type of mission.
Here's the deal. We get those health scrubbers online, and I monitor their sensor clusters for any signs of void encroachment. Cool? Cool.
Yeah, chemistry was one my thing, but you lead the way.
What the fuck is causing me damage right now? No, like, actually, what is causing me damage? There's no knife step, there's fractured armor, but it's causing me damage through my shields, question mark, which is why I'm kind of confused. Come on. There we go. I don't know what is damaging me through my shields. I honestly don't. There's nothing there to damage me. I'm not getting any status effects, so I have no idea what's causing that. Unless it's a stage modifier that I ignored, which is entirely possible. Where is that marked Tekrot Bow? That marked Tekrot Bow. Yes, that. Jesus Christ, these things are resilient. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Here, let me just go ahead and bring someone in here to amp my damage. There we go. There we go. And on to the next one. Since we're playing that kind of... Wow, okay. And all of a sudden the frozen thing is... It's weird. It goes through this cycle of not being able to affect me at all, and then all of a sudden I am very affected. There we go. We're heading underground, kids. Ah, move. And down we go. I have no idea what's damaging me right now, but that is incredibly frustrating. I really don't know. I'm gonna need to reread the requirements on this mission to find out what modifier is just constantly damaging me without any status effect. Is that another Babao? Sure, I'll do this all day. Why not? I'm just that strong.
Sure wish Skullgrid had put up this kind of fight before they lost their health scrubbers the first time around.
Thank goodness. Oh, we did get a rando. That's who that is. Okay. I was like, why am I hearing 3 sets of gunshots? Thank you, Velmir. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There we go. Ugh, another one where I must go. Murder calls. You see how I'm able to infinitely do my alt fire here? That's the fun stuff right there. As long as I don't whiff any of my shots, I can just keep doing that forever. Unfortunately, this thing has enough kick that I tend to whiff my shots a bit. There we go. All of a sudden, my character remembers that it has 10 stacks of frozen on it. Wild. You may all perish now. So she's incredibly strong. She's able to cut straight through a lot of people's defenses, and she has extreme utility just about everywhere. Honestly, the only thing that's really hurting me right now is this unknown source of damage that I honestly don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's a stage modifier, but I honestly don't know. And this is with the Nagantaka. The Nagantaka is not a strong weapon to use with her. She thrives with rapid fire weapons or shotguns. That is where she thrives. This is not an optimal setup for her at all, not even a little bit. No, legitimately, actually, factually, what is fucking hurting me? I don't know. I have no idea what is hurting me. I know that that thing is supposed to be... This is fractured armor. What the fuck? Fractured armor shouldn't hurt me. The fuck? Like, I honestly don't know what is hurting me right now. And it bypassed quick thinking, so it's true damage. Because that's not a source of, like, regular damage. But something is just causing constant damage to me, and I don't know what. Without any status procs whatsoever. I don't know what's hitting me. I can't see anything hitting me. I have no idea what it is. I'm kind of confused. I'm just gonna keep spreading around the damage and moving as fast as I fucking can, I guess. I have no idea what's causing that. It's doing it still. It's just less now. What the fuck? What are the stage modifiers? Entire region deals toxin damage over time, increasing longer players remain, except the vicinity of hell scrubbers. That's what it is. I just need to stand next to a hell scrubber. Got it. Okay. So yeah, without some sort of bizarre stage effect like that, I'm fine. Whew, holy frame rate, Batman. Alright, let's get the heck out of here.
Got a lot of noise, and I'll need a lot more noise to see if there's a pattern, and maybe I can find something.
Shut the hell up, you absolute cantankerous individual. Oh my god, I just don't like her. She's terrible. She's awful. It's like DE went to a motherfucking mad genius's lab and paid him a handsome amount of money to design the most unlikable character possible. That is the only explanation. Like, goddamn, she is unlikable. It takes effort to be that unlikable, man. You gotta work at it. You don't just wake up in the morning and you're all of a sudden that unlikable. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. They had to craft her to be this unlikable. Holy shit. Almost as unlikable as these cold procs. Made it. I've also been playing a shitload of Death Stranding and getting toasted. Death Stranding is a good game. I need to play that more. I really like it. I can't empathize on the whole getting toasted thing because I don't do that. But Death Stranding is definitely a good game. Hey, Arcane Hotshot. That's a really good get.
Opportunity to harvest Legosites under test conditions. We gotta do it.
I checked my stats. I had like 40 to 50% of the damage that round. So I think the build works. What do you guys think? The only real issue with this build is I have to kill to maintain it. If I'm not killing, then my my abilities can lapse. And that's not a good thing. Luckily, it's incredibly easy for me to kill. I just need to stand near some guys. And most of them die. Damn it. I walked away from you all so I could get my kills, dang it. Why is this guy following me? I specifically split off from the group so I wouldn't cramp your style. The fuck? All right, dude, you're just making me do nothing but stagger now. That's irritating. Hold on. There we go. Stagger free. Come here. No running. Come on, you little bastard. One. Go get the other ones, guys. Go get them. Yeesh. Pain in my ass. Get him. Get him. Alright, that's 2. Yeah, that's about what I thought. So the way her energy drain works is you're actually able to use her as a kind of tank. So I've been trying to draw aggro this whole time, and I think it's working at 62%. What do you guys think? I just wanted to take one of the squishiest frames I knew and make her tanky, and it worked. I was trying to do it other ways. I was trying to give her like blue shards and combine those blue shards into like giving her a ridiculous amount of armor and shit, you know, because I thought maybe, hey, that would do it. But then I realized I was trying to work against her kit instead of with it, which is stupid, because you should work with a Warframe's kit and not just build things to be tanky in just one way. It's really dumb to do that, and I for some reason forgotten that because I got lazy with my builds. So I went back to scratch, went over what I knew from her build, did a little bit of theory crafting, and came out with something that was a lot tankier than the other way. I'm rather proud. She is, she's tanky as fuck. Oh, that's Minerva. I was like, what the fuck? I don't see a name over her head. Leave no dog behind. Even if it is a robot. Yeah, I'm gonna need all of you to just fuck off, please. Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted. I was holding a bit of a grudge against those guys because they kept dodging me. Alright, first up. Sir, no bubbles. No bubbles for you. You don't get bubbles. I get bubbles. You don't get bubbles. Chaos is down. Where's Chaos? Okay, they got him. Good shit. Jesus, I was out. Yeah. Wait, no, hold on. How did you bypass my energy? What the fuck? I'm still full of energy. How did you down me at all? How did you bypass quick thinking? Will help. Thank you. I have no idea how he bypassed quick thinking. Like, he just somehow auto-downed me. Why are you running? Why are you running? No running. Stop running. Cease. Desist. He's down. Oh, is he not? That was the down sound. There he goes. Little bastard. He goosed me. He played the down sound when he wasn't down. Ugh. There weren't enough things for me to kill around. That's unfortunate. Yoink. Weak point kills, baby. Where's the kitty? I need to feed him its kitten chow. There you go. So basically, my gyre is designed around the concept of either massively high multi-shot or massively high weak point damage. Personally, I prefer the weak point damage setup because, you know, sniper, sniper, sniper. But if you take something like the Strun with super high multi-shot, it will absolutely shine in this version of Gyre's hands. And you know the best part? I didn't have to do what literally everyone else does. Just put pillage on her, bro. Just put pillage on her, I promise. If you just helminth out one of her abilities in her kit, she's actually good. No, I wanted her to shine without helminthing out her own abilities. That is what I wanted. I wanted the kit to stand on its own, and it does. I just felt I feel it's really important for the frames I truly like to be able to make their kit shine without helminth. That includes Gara. I'm working on a non-helminth setup as well right now for her. Again, you bypassed my energy. How do you keep doing that? How do you... What is there an auto kill thing here? 2 Legocytes, Tech Rod, Fevron, take damage over time, they explode when killed. I have no idea what is killing me here. It's completely bypassing my energy energy reserves here, which are supposed to act as health. I got you, buddy. Oh no, you're over here. Go get him. Where did the little bastard go? Not you, the one that's running. We'll deal with you later. Believe that. God damn it, there aren't enough things for me to kill here either. You're mine. Get in my pocket, loser. Jesus. Bad place to get stuck without my 3-up, I'll tell you that much. Come on, come on. All of you perish. You're delaying me from helping my friends. Cease thy existence. Okay, which way did you guys go? This way? Sorry, I got held up by a mob. I'm here to provide the deeps. What the f— how does he keep bypassing my failsafe? If you bypass that, then yeah, she's just as squishy as she normally is, but she shouldn't— you shouldn't be able to bypass that at all. It's so weird. I honestly have no idea how they're bypassing my quick thinking. Doing a very hard run in it as well, and IDK what to think. There's a lot of numbers, and if Warframe taught me anything, big number good. Big number good, yes. Big number good. Big number being done to you, however, is controversial take. That bad. Big number being done to you, bad. Big number you doing to other thing, good. I have no idea how he was bypassing my my damage protection there. That was fucking weird. And I checked the stage effects. There's no stage effect that should have let him do that, so I got nothing. Because typically, what I mean by that, Lurker, I know you don't play Warframe, man. So the way quick thinking works is it drains my energy to stop myself from dying, right? That's the basics. So if I go down, the only time I should ever go down is when I'm completely out of energy. I was dying with a full energy bar. That shouldn't happen at all, period. I don't know how it was happening. Fucking weird.
The skulls are in the area. They're already dead, at least like they were, but now they're not, and that's a big problem.
Wait. You're saying we already deep six these guys, and if we don't put them down again, the wheels come off the universe? That trash.
The fuck? It happened again! They're bypassing my energy resistance somehow. I really don't know how. They can't be doing more damage than I have in one hit, because even then it's supposed to just completely drain your E-bar. That's so fucking weird. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to just perish now, thanks. That's gonna be a no from me, Tim. I'm gonna need you to put down the phone, sir. The fuck kind of defense does this Jaeger have? Holy shit! Shot him square in his dome. He didn't even flinch. What a guy. Are these? Hold on. That was one of the things from Entrati's lab. What the fuck? Is that a modifier for this stage? Probably. They wouldn't just be here for no reason, right? That would be silly. And dumb. And silly. And dumb. I'm doing my part. I put an ephedron charge in there. I'm a good boy. I don't know where the rest of them are, to be absolutely honest. Neat. Yeah, Scotty, I'm still on my first playthrough of Death Stranding. But what I've experienced from it so far is actually... It's cool in such a weird fucking way, you know? Like evading BTs, all that shit. It's really, really cool in a really weird way. I can see why a lot of people complained about it when it came out, because it is bizarre. However, like... It's bizarre in the best ways, I think. Boom. That's working out nicely. How can you tell? Oh, Lurker's asking how I can tell I'm killing anything with all the chaos on the screen. It's really simple, Lurker. So at the bottom right of the screen, do you see the last two little pips there? You see the numbers that are slowly counting down on them? If I don't kill things, those go all the way to 0. If I continue to kill things, they fill themselves back up. So if I wasn't actually killing anything and I wasn't damaging anything, those two abilities, I'd have to recast them, but I haven't had to recast them yet. Except for, like, the one time they somehow downed me, which I still don't know how they did. More damage! More! So yeah, as long as I'm killing, those two abilities will not have to be recast at all. Pretty useful. That's the main reason I know, because I know my abilities are still up. Look here, you tanky motherfucker. Well, looks like we're going underground. My favorite. I honestly prefer to fight the Tekrot over the Skuldra. The Skuldra have way too much DR. They're such a pain in the ass with it too. The world is beautiful and super chill and fun. It's just like, man, Kojima's a wizard. Kojima's a wizard sometimes, otherwise he's batshit insane. There doesn't seem to be an in-between with that man. Either he is an absolute wizard crafting some fucking glorious genius, or he's just batshit insane. There is no other option for him. Which, like, cool, but batshit insane isn't always a good thing. Like, there's a limit, you know? I understand people might like batshit insanity, but you gotta know when to amp it up and when to tone it down. You know what I mean? Shoot your arms off, loser. Break yourself. Kojima's hacks. See, now that's just the thing. I have thought the same of him in the past, and I've also been able to recognize when his creative force as actually something for the better. In Metal Gear, largely, honestly, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna say it once, I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. Kojima was not a positive force on Metal Gear. Many of the other writers were. Many of the other writers for Metal Gear actually helped where he hindered, alright? Now, Death Stranding, on the other hand, his influence, good. His influence is good there. And you wanna know why I think that is? Because it's his creation. And he was able to make it follow his own weird batshit rules. I think that's why Death Stranding works, whereas what he did for Metal Gear just kind of make me go, eh. This is what I'm talking about. They're too fucking tanky, these little bastards. I'm shooting him in his back. I'm getting the weak point shot, but dear God, look. Fuck, man.
Roger that. Okay, Drifter. You ought to be able to loop without pitching us all into oblivion.
I am going to reset. I am willing to reset and lose my relationship with the rest of the Hex just so I can ghost her. That's the only reason. Just so I can ghost her and make sure she stays with everyone else in the time loop. Because she doesn't deserve to leave if she's going to abandon everyone there. Call me bitter, but I don't think you should be allowed to get out if you're willing to do that. You know what I mean? That's kind of fucked. Ooh, Tau Forged Emerald. Nice. We got a lot of emeralds today, didn't we? Insanity can make great games if you can somehow wrestle the rights to your game from Sony and sell it to all platforms. Wizard? Well, no, you see, that's what I'm saying. You've got to know when to temper it, because that's just the thing. In Death Stranding, yes, it's insane. It's built on insanity, right? But in that game, I guess there was somebody standing behind him who'd poke him with a sharp, pointy stick when it was time to, like, blend at least a little bit of realism and non-insanity in it. And they knew when to poke him with that stick, because, like, yeah, the concept of bodies exploding in this horrible fucking tragedy accident thing that's basically a nuke is weird, right? But you're juxtaposing that against climbing this mountain to a crematorium while Bones by Low Roar plays, which is the perfect song. So yeah, like, it's batshit insane, but they're able to tone it down. And I feel that that's when it kind of really shines, when there's sort of that juxtaposition between this is just something you have to do and holy shit, this is fucking psychotic. Doobie replied to Gura's last tweet, good, I'm glad. I have a feeling that Doob might have helped out a little bit with the rigging there, because her picking up that trident on an actual live 3D model is an incredibly hard thing to do, because there was no clipping on the hand, nothing. That was actually really technically impressive. Even if it looked like something small, that was a really technically impressive thing to do. It was probably just a clash of interest in the Metal Gear. Yeah, it was a clash of interest in Metal Gear because Konami wanted to make pachinko machines and he wanted to make video games. Because I remember him complaining they made him revive a dead character for MGSV. Yeah, but isn't that also a prequel? So that's kind of a moot point, right? just called good Legend of the Sea. Well, she is. Absolutely a legend. Oh, neat. I already have that.
Nora sleeps better knowing her dream.
We just have a few more to finish here. Nice.
Yeah.
So as you can see, she's incredibly effective as long as nothing can bypass her innate damage resistance, which is her energy pool. I'm actually going to tweak her build real quick. I have an idea. Because 90% DR... I think 90% DR might actually give me more EHP than just the extra shields and extra HP that Primed Vigor is giving me. So we're going to swap in... we're going to swap Prime Vigor for Adaptation, just so she has some innate damage resistance that isn't reliant on her armor. It will tank my health and shields, but I honestly think she'll be fine.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return.
That thing is gone from my back. I honestly don't know what that was. I need to cook up some Forma here. Boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Oh, was that my last blueprint? Really? Shit. I need to pop some relics later. Alright, let's go ahead and do our weekly rounds. She is a legend, man. I just, I knew it was coming for the last 2... When did that happen? 2 years and 8 months. I've known it was coming for about 2 years and 8 months. I just didn't want to think that it could to the biggest around, but hey, everyone's got their breaking point, and she reached hers a while ago. I don't blame her. Management's been kind of shit. Thank God I'm indie. Oh God. Imagine having someone tell you how to have fun. Jesus Christ, that must be awful. Yoink. Thank you. Do not need any creds.
Ladies and gentlemen, listeners of all ages, I present to you, walking amongst us, the once and future badass.
That's weird. I just noticed there's a boil on my neck. I thought you were only supposed to get that when you banish them to the Proxima. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention it at all this entire time, but this is Gyre Deluxe, and it's actually really cool. I very much like it. The armor for the shoulders and the armor for the legs. So the armor for the shoulders and the armor for the legs, fucking fantastic, right? That's really cool. And the helmet even fits with my favorite, God, what are they called again? Yeesh. The Signa, my favorite Signa, right? It still looks like it was practically fucking made for her, right? But, and I'm gonna go ahead and rag on DE. So you see this here, right here. This is like a really cool feature on Gyre Deluxe, right? It's like her power core. It's really cool. Any armor they make for this skin specifically, like you see this was made for this skin, and this was made for this skin, and these were made for this skin, right? Any armor made for this skin specifically should accentuate the power core because it is really cool and you should not hide it, right? Nope. The armor hides it. The armor just covers it up. It replaces it with a less cool power core. It just covers the whole thing up.
Operator.
If there was like a window right here that magnified the power core, I'd be like, I'd wear that. But as is, this covers up one of the coolest fucking features of the whole skin, which is like having a glass chest and being able to see this thing that's giving her all of her power. That's really cool. Why would you cover that up? I wouldn't even use the Alistorn there because I feel this is too intrusive as well. It should have been some sort of underbust corset that arched around the window and accentuated it instead of just blop. It covered. Don't worry, there's more lightning on top. Not cool. Whack, very whack, extremely whack, turbo whack. Don't like it. So that's why I'm not using that part of the armor. Rest of the armor, though, fits really well, I think. Oh, and then there's the skin. There's the skin for one of the worst weapons in the game. My god. Her signature weapon is just bad. I tried to like it. It's just not very good. Alright, let's go ahead and check out Sanctum for the Archimedia there. Should be chain nipple piercings. No. And also, no. What does she look like? Saren? Or Trinity? Okay, we've got Nova, Citrine, and Loki. That'll be Citrine. The Latron? The Latron. Oh, this is over before it started. Furious Bolto, doesn't matter. Reaper Prime, and Kyros. You're giving me Citrine and the Latron at the same fucking time. Y'all lost your gosh darn minds. Alright, same thing. Anyone who feels like joining me for Elite Deep Archimedia, you are more than welcome to. I'm gonna go visit my boy Bird 3, who is the best boy in the world. I colored him just like my bird. My bird, though, actually has functioning wings and doesn't look like a giant turkey, but still cute. Gotta be like Homer Simpson with a cement block in each chain? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm afraid to ask when that happened in the Simpsons. I don't remember that at all. Anyway, ooh, Crimson Archon Shard. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I need to trade in some thingies for that. I didn't realize I hadn't done that. Bip. The Murmur won't know what hit him? No, it will not. Chaos, would you like me to join me for this foray? You are welcome if you'd like to. I'll trade some Voca.
I'm quite content down here, I assure you.
Or
I'll just put this all
exchange Voca. There it is.
Monstrousness. Let us learn from it.
Natris, if you feel like joining, you are also welcome. 3 there. Oh, that's all I need to trade.
We appreciate it. Company is always welcome down here.
I wish I could give you my Nova. I know Nova's your girl. But when it comes between Nova and Citrine, I think my Citrine build might be a little better.
What do you think?
Actually, did I refresh my Nova build at all? Hold on, I need to check this. The Latron's probably one of the top tier weapons of the game right now, so that's automatically a good get. Nova Prime. Right, I was running the Atomic on her. But no Signa. Why no Signa for Nova? Nova deserves a Signa. There we go. Okay. What's my build look like for you right now? How are we looking? Not bad. Not as good as I'd like, but not bad. I think I'm gonna run Citrine. Wait, hold on. Is there a defense objective? That's what's gonna determine whether or not I run her or not. Disruption? Yep, mirror defense. I'm running Citrine. I'm just... You need the 4th augment? I'll need to go pick that up after we're done here then. Because I haven't really experimented with Nova as much as I should have. I know she's your girl. She's your everything. I get it. But molecular fission. Oh no, I own that. Enemies hit by null stars are primed. When killed, primed enemies will restore a null star charge and have a 100% chance of restoring 2. Ooh. Where's the meatball? What's going on, Paladin? How you doing? The meatball is not going to be going on this adventure because the meatball wasn't on the rotation this week. However, I do love the meatball. The meatball's probably one of my favorites. All of my favorite frames begin with the letter G. Make it make sense. It really doesn't. All of my favorite frames begin with the letter G. We've got Gara, Gyre, Grendel, Gauss, Garuda. Like, all of them. Why? It doesn't make any sense. I'm saying this, and they're gonna absolutely release a terrible frame that starts with the letter G, and I'm desperately gonna try and make it work, and it's not gonna work. I can just feel it coming now. They're like, oh, all of our G frames are good? Well, fuck you. We're gonna release a terrible one now. Gexcalibur. No, there's no Gexcalibur. By the way, you guys hear about Yoreli Prime? She's gonna be the next one. Yoreli Prime's gonna be the next Prime. It's a dark day, fellas. It's a dark day. I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. They already announced the Gilded Maiden of Water is what they said. What? Failed to join session. Hold on. Let me go ahead and hit solo and then public and then try and reinvite you guys. See if that fixes it. If not, I can just join one of you. I'm fine with that. Okay. I'm gonna leave the sanctum real quick. I'm gonna leave the sanctum and see if that resets my session. Obligatory need to get the Prime variant? Yes, I will need to get the Prime variant. However, I still don't like her. She sucks. And unless they're releasing the Prime with a major rework that will make me forget the quest I had to do to get her originally, I should say, then Riz no want. See if that works now that I'm in space. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to need to join one of you. It'd be like that sometimes. Let me go ahead and swap out to my Latrin. Where is my Latrin? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Latrin. Accept. Yoreli Prime, now with even more sucking power. Yoreli sucks so hard that her ultimate is literally just her sucking. I'm not making that up. Her 4 is a gathering ability. Like, holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna need a Furus and Reaper Prime. Let's go ahead and get that set real quick before I unlock my thing. Furus Prime and Reaper Prime. Alright, make sure that I'm good with my Citron build. Her 2 augment is alright? No. I'm gonna explain to you how shit Yoreli is, alright? Yoreli is so shit that her augment for her water blades gave her one of the strongest abilities in the entire game. I'm talking infinite, super easy to scale damage. I'm talking you will wipe the floor with everything. You can easily hit just ridiculous numbers with very minimal effort. This is what they gave her with her second augment, and nobody plays her anyway. She's so bad, nobody wants to play her, and she has one of the most powerful abilities in the entire game. That's how bad she is to play. Also, they gave that augment to her Helminth ability, so people just fed her into Helminth and gave that ability to other frames because that's better than her. Other frames can utilize her base ability better than she can. I know I'm saying, oh, well, you want to play with the kit, you don't want to butcher with Helminth, blah, 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 blah. That holds true. However, when other frames can take your original ability and use it better than you can, there is a problem. There is a problem. Yoreli Prime with her consecutive second costume contest win. Ugh. The only way she can be good is if she can beat Ember Heirloom. Yeah, that's not happening. You'd be surprised how popular she is in JP. She's popular in JP because she's designed after a fucking magical girl. She's not popular because she's good. She's popular because of her aesthetic. And I get it. I understand. Teehee magical girl. However, we have another one of those now in Kome. Hell, even Gyre technically fits the bill. They're all better than her. I will never understand the JP Market's taste. She's not even, like, she doesn't even fit good magical girl aesthetic for a water-based magical girl. Where's the school swimsuit? 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Let me go ahead and unlock Archimedia. I should be good here. Yeah, I should be good here. We'll be fine.
Lloyd has tasked us with finalizing several experiments. There will be no coming back until the job is done. Prepare for all phases. The experiments Master and Trati began are irreplaceable. Quick and clean.
She's the magical girl people lose their head to. No, she's the magical girl who needs to lose her head. That's what needs to happen. We've all seen Madoka. We know which one she should be. All right. Are you talking about Mokoko's taste now? Not Uo approved. Uo. Oh, I'm sorry. Does Mokoko like Ureli? If Mokoko likes Ureli, Mokoko has shit taste. I said it. I said it, and I will stand by it. I will die on this hill with a bloody flag and a sharp sword in my hand. If you like Ureli, she's shit. She likes the white school Mizugi? Eh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, are you... Oh, no. Okay, now I thought you were talking about Ureli. Never mind. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the... I mean, there's Fullmoko don't even know Warframe. Well, I know that Hololive had a crossover with, I think it was Warframe and Arknights relatively recently. Yeah, I know what you meant. It's just my brain was having trouble shifting over. There's nothing wrong with the white swimsuit, but the classic blue one holds a special place in all of our hearts. Let's be real. I don't even know who Mokoko is, but they lost points with me. No, she doesn't like Ureli. I don't know who she... No, I think the Warframe collab was before she even started, right? Quick, chat. Clip that out of context. No, stop it. No, don't do it. No, I actually really like Fullmoko. But anyone who likes Ureli is instantly just going to lose a bajillion points with me. Fuck them. She's terrible. She's garbage. There's no saving her. She was there when Ayame did the collab? Really? Well, she probably just didn't play it. Cypher. I'm lazy. Okay, I've got the Latron set here, so we should be fine. And we're charged. And we're killing. And we're killing. And we're killing. And we're killing. And we're killing, and there's nothing anything can do about it, and we're killing. And are you seeing this carnage? I wasn't even aiming the damn thing. God, that is a thing of beauty. Gonna main Ureli to make Riz mad. Please don't. Please, please. You know what? I'm not asking you not to do that for myself. I'm asking you not to do that so that you can actually have fun playing Warframe. I would hate to see you ruin your own experience playing this game just to try and have a funny at my expense, alright? Please don't. There's so many ways you could actually enjoy this game. That's not one of them. Here we go. First is shield drain. There he is. Got him. Boop boop. We need 3 Urelli with poop guns. Please don't. My frame rate can't take that kind of abuse, and my heart can't take that much hurt. Scotty already does it. That's my job. Yeah, Natris. You know what? I can't stand Urelli, but at least Natris's Urelli build is at least not offensive. I'll give it that. It doesn't do much, but it doesn't actively offend me with its existence. So that's probably the highest compliment you'll get out of me about Urelli ever. Forma and shards plus poop gun. Please, please, please no. Please, please not the poop gun. Do not the poop gun, please. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Bouncy balls of doom. I'll jump in with Urelli and the Bratton. Please, no. Hey, well, the Bratton's actually pretty good now. Now that we have the Incarnon form, the Bratton's actually really, really good. So the Bratton doesn't offend me anywhere near as much as Urelli does. Hello, friend. I noticed that you have fallen. Thank you. I just wanted to charge my gun real quick. On to the next one and wait for a docket to drop. Docket. There's another funny word. Just make sure that everything that comes near me is going to have a bad time. Oh yeah, that's right, Lurker. You weren't here back for that era of this channel. Urelli is a specific Warframe that came out, and she had a quest that you'd have to do to get her parts, and the quest took one of my favorite gameplay mechanics and made me hate it. It was that bad. It sucked. It was not fun. And I had a minor crashing out over it because it sucked that badly. So one of my favorite things in this game is K-Drive. I love the little K-Drive boards. I fucking love jetting around on my future hoverboard. It's a blast. I enjoy it. A lot of other people are like, arguing is faster though. It is faster. It's not as fun. I like K-Drives because they're fun, and I like to have fun. Her quest was entirely centered around K-Drives. She is a K-Drive based Warframe. She has an ability that gives her a K-Drive. For somebody who loves K-Drives as much as I do, it's a match made in heaven, am I right? Wrong. Her quest was such abysmal dog shit, and on release her kit was such abysmal dog shit that she actually made me actively dislike K-Drives a little bit for a little bit. Until I washed that bad taste out of my mouth and played K-Drives without Urelli involved. And I learned to like them again. But holy shit. For those, you guys will notice for my Warframe streams, like in the weeks directly after I did that quest, I didn't use my K-Drive at all in the open world. Whatsoever. At all. I used just Arcwing. That was why. She was that whack. I'm strong. You gotta bring the Kuva Nucor. Perish. Perish, that's the other way to get me to crash out. How dare you steal the Atomos' whole shtick, put it on an absolutely irrelevant gun, and then all of a sudden it's good. Yeah, that's because the Atomos is good. It was mainly fetch Grandma's Dojin. Yeah, that was the quest. It was do K-Drive tricks that will not register for some reason to pick up Grandma's fapping material Dojin. That was all it was. I'm not embellishing that at all. I'm not making that up. That was the actual quest. I promise I am not being all that hyperbolic. That's literally what it was. Literally, that was the quest. My only problem with this gun is I can't shift over to my operator mode to evade all of the stagger it's giving me. Is this dark blue? Yeah, this is dark blue. Whoop. And it wasn't even a good Dojin either. Like, if it was like Shindal or Slugbox or, you know, an artist that was halfway worth its fucking talent, then yeah, all right, I'd go for that. I'd even settle for Asanagi. No, that was a shit Dojin anyway. Fuck, man. Naked grandma? No, it was grandma getting oiled up once you handed it to her that really broke the quest for me. Must be some heavy NTR. Yeah, it was heavy NTR because I watched my enjoyment for Warframe get fucked right in front of me. I'm sorry, what? What was I saying? I kind of blacked out there for a second. What were we talking about again? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop moving now, thanks. I don't think you understand. I was just farming Lua Disruption, and I am designed to make you guys stop moving right now. Yoink. Going to the next one. Oh, that's right. We can get Stella here. That's good. I'm running low. Boop. You guys can go to the next one. I got this guy. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing but several chicken wangs. Ah, Natris, I see you're a man of culture as well. Wait, what? What just happened? He was standing right there, and then he... What the fuck just happened? Unified purpose. Enemies can target and destroy... Oh, okay. Enemies can target and destroy conduits. There was no one defending it, that's why. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Shit, I had been killing them so fast before this that I guess they just never got a chance to destroy the conduits. Whoa, shit. That's my beat, guys. I didn't even know that. Give me your key guts. I didn't say you could escape. I did not say you could escape. Got him. Alright, on to the next one. Hey, somebody grab that other key right there and hold on to it. That way we can jumpstart the next round and get the heck out of here. Damn, Warframe, I didn't know your game. Hey, cease and desist. It's a hypothetical NTR, not a real NTR. Get out of here. Oh, yeah, if they can damage conduits, I better stand here next to it. You guys hold him off. Or defend the conduit, I don't care which. Okay, alright, I'll go get him then. Hello! You can call me the roadblock because you aren't going anywhere now. And he just kept shooting my arms off. And then he told me to bite the curb, but I don't even know what a curb is. And then... Oh, fuck. Those guys are really only threatening if they come in pairs. That's the only time. Alright, whoever has that key, just beeline to wherever the amber conduit is going to appear. Oh, there it is. There we go. Enemy heat weapons. Where's my... There he is. You guys protect that. I will take him. Harrow. Oh, am I low on energy? Really? Well, that's a surprise. Please stop facing me. I'd like to shoot you in the back now. Thank you. Thank you. Got him. Do 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 do. Easy peasy. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I need to play more Darkest Dungeon, damn it. It is, but when I'm specifically using a loadout that I use to hunt those kind of enemies all the time, overconfidence is kind of warranted. I'm super giga endgame. Holy shit, look at that. A Tau Forged and a Standard Crimson. That's a really good get for one round. Hell yeah. Man, this dungeon dark as hell. Can't see shit in here. Do I have access to my gear wheel? Do I have access to my gear wheel? I don't, do I? I'm summoning that anyway because I can. You guys try and defend the Oracle for me. I'm gonna drop that there, and I'm going to summon Tall, Dark, and Ugly over here so we can lower the time. It's basically just like the disruption target. Let me see your butt, damn it. He is just fucking the Red Bolt Grundle. There we go. Thank you. Now give me your butt. There's no good place to stand in here and launch these, so I'm just gonna eat all of the stagger it's going to give me. Thank you. Be nice if I had my operator mode. That would make this so much faster. Look here, you frustrating little shit. You're lucky I have self-stagger active. This is one of those few times where Natris is right and I should have brought Prime Sure-Footed. There we go. That's a good angle. Go fuck yourself, sir. Holy shit, what's going on over at the Oracle? Kill, 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 kill. Thank God. Jesus, that thing was almost dead. We gotta reinforce that damn thing. Vosphine is what you guys gotta get. If you don't get the Vosphine, then that thing's as good as dead. Especially here in Archimedia. $80 out of 100? It costs 100 instead of 50? The fucking shit is that? Okay, I'm not summoning him this time. Just gonna go ahead and plop that there. Use my powers of destruction for good instead of evil. There we go, Vitrium reinforced. If you summon it at the end before the next defense, it auto dies. Really? I didn't know that. We can do that. I'm trying to get all the achievements for it, but my run's been pretty cursed. Twice Dismas got fucked on Ruins by week 30-ish. Oof. So you're trying to get the Dismas and Reynald achievement? Yeah. I consider any run for Darkest Dungeon where Dismas or Reynald fucking dies to be a failed run. That's the dark timeline, and the game's over then. Hell yeah, Chaos. That's a lot of damage, dude. fucking MVP right now, my guy. Finally, I have energy. Okay, yeah, my gear wheel is also disabled here. I didn't even realize that because I hadn't tried it at all. I'm going to try and fill up the Vosphine gauge as close to 100 as I can get without tipping it over, so we can instantly reinforce whenever we get over there. Come on, you little bastard. There we go. Okay, we should be able to gather enough on our way back over. I did not know that. I wonder if that actually affects the timer for the next round. Grab all the Vosphine you can, kids. There we go. Oracle reinforced. Fuck yeah. I like how Chaos was just sitting there at the back of the room until he got energy, and then he was like, alright, time to kill everything. So long as we keep this thing reinforced, we should be fine. And I'm not going to summon him this time because... Oh, hey, it does affect the mission timer. Ooh, that's nice to know. Okay. I was not aware of that glitch. That is a useful glitch. So I was built for the first round. Chaos is clearly built for this round. Natris, I'm expecting that Vauban you're running to just be absolutely fantastical for the last round. Jesus Christ, we gotta reinforce this damn thing. I need them for achievements. There's an achievement for bringing both to the last boss, so if they die, run is over. There's an achievement for them bringing them to the last boss, and I think there's an achievement for them surviving the entire game. Isn't there one for them living through the entire game, I think? You're welcome. I appreciate that. See, you learn something new about Warframe all the time. It's why I constantly take my favorite frames and try and rebuild them into something better, because sometimes, you know, you get stuck in your ways with how you build, you get stuck in your ways with how you play, when there is a better way you couldn't even think of. Like Natris telling me about the game mode that changes your semi-auto fire to automatic fire. Like that was also a game changer, because that's why the Latron's able to fire so fast, because I have that accessibility thing turned on. There we go. Can't shift over to operator, so this is just going to be slow going in this general direction. It's alright, Chaos is there. He's the anchor. Not possible, he got no prime sure-footed. Ah, yes. That is the clear requirement. No prime sure-footed. We're doomed. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to pack it up after this round. He doesn't have prime sure-footed. What's funny is, like, this is the one time I've wished I brought prime sure-footed, and it's simply because I can't activate my operator passive. That's the only use case scenario for it for me, is if I cannot access my operator mode at all. In any other situation, wasted mod. Can't run operator mode, then it has some use. False. I don't have prime sure-footed modded in. You only run prime sure-footed because you're a defeat. You can't lie to me, Natris. I'm on to you. Yes, if I have a mod that has the word footed in it, that means they have feet, and that means they have toes. I'm on to you, you absolute demon, you. Speaking of absolute demons, significant other finally got to meet the one of the only devil fruit users who I'd actually want their power, and that's Boris Elmo, which is the user of the, there it is, the user of the what is it, the glint fruit, the fruit that turns your entire body into light. That is like one of the only devil fruit powers. I know everyone says, oh, I'd want Luffy's power. I wouldn't. Sorry, I honestly wouldn't want that. But man, his powers, fucking laser beam kicks, transforming into light to be able to go from island to island, his powers I would want. Almost every single other devil fruit, not so much. The other one, I suppose, is the rumble fruit, on account of the fact that being able to turn yourself into lightning is the next best thing. Yeah, Porcelino. Did I mispronounce his name? That's easy for me to do, considering I mostly read the manga, so it's not hard for me to mispronounce things a lot. God damn, look at all those void shards there. What the fuck? Those are dangerous. Steer clear. I was trying to remember his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's Borsa something. I'm really bad with pronouncing shit and not reading it. But yeah, his devil fruit, fucking peak, man. That is so fucking cool. One of the coolest, I think. Him and Anal. Yeah, just fucking peak, man. Kill. If I were to choose, probably either Smoker's one or that harpy chick with the snow one. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. That was the one with the, no, wait. That wasn't her, was it? Yeah, no, that was the one during the Toxic Island arc, right? The one that had been turned into both lava and ice. That one. Yeah, the only other DF user, the only other Devil Fruit user I'd really want the powers of. There's the Glint Fruit and the Op Fruit. The Ope no Mi, the one that basically is just a surgeon's fucking wet dream and lets you operate on anything perfectly within a certain radius with the room skill. Yeah, that one. That one, maybe the Rumble Fruit, but I could see how I wouldn't like to have that one. But yeah, those fruits specifically. Although I will admit that the Ope no Mi is one that I picked for entirely selfish reasons on account of the fact that I've lost multiple family members to cancer, and I think it would be really neat to have something that could, you know, just get rid of that. So, you know, maybe not the OP reasons that people would want a Devil Fruit power. That one's more selfish, as in I would probably want to use it to save any other family members that happens to, but yeah, whatever. Also, it's cool as shit being able to use Room. Room is one of the coolest powers in all of One Piece, and I will stand by that. Room is fucking amazing. Yeah, Punk Hazard, that's the one. Thank you. It's been so long since I've read it. I last reread through it during my last deployment, and that was 2022, 2023. So it's been a bit since I've reread through the manga. Yeah. The hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think I am? Fuck out of here. One single Eximus rolling up to me like it's actually a threat. Get the fuck out of here. It's cute. Truly adorable. The hell is everybody? God damn. This place is emptier than a Katy Perry concert. Too soon? God, the Latron is so good. You alright, buddy? I got your back. Don't worry. Ah, my energy! Greedy boys, aren't they? How dare they? There's some energy orbs just for you, buddy. This is why you run Equilibrium, my guy. So you can capitalize on health orbs and energy orbs. Paramecia ones, I think the barrier fruit could be cool, but it's very niche. As for Zoan, that's furry territory. That's not true. That's not true. Zoan fruits aren't just furry territory. Remember, the human fruit exists.
Alright, stand down. Stand down. You're clear. We're clear. We're done. It's over. You can go home.
I think you died close enough to the end. You should get all the rewards. You should be fine. You have like 2 minutes, right? Let's go ahead and get to the exit as fast as possible so that he can get the rewards too. Humans are a bipedal bird, therefore furry. No. Humans are a featherless biped. Plucks all the feathers off of chicken. Behold a man! Humans are a featherless biped without talons or a beak. Somebody hand me a butcher's knife. Diogenes, the absolute fucking mad lad. Why did I get an owned Peely pack? Are they giving out Peely packs for these now? Oh, you're fine, Natris. He got the rewards. Cool, so a Tau Forged Amber, Tau Forged Crimson, Tau Forged Emerald, Azure. We committed genocide in Warframe. That's all that matters. Why did I get a Pelo pet? Wait, hold on. Is it showing me the rewards for the other one too? Because I got an Arcane Hotshot here. That can't be right. The fuck? Hold on, let me check this real quick. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, that must be rewards. Oh, okay, so the rewards show up together. Alright, I guess I had never paid attention to actually think about that at all. Okay. That I was thinking I somehow got 2 this week, which would have been nice, but okay. I don't really need Voss for at this point, you know? It's not really something I require. Cool beans, the new ephemera. I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
You keep being you, dreamers.
It's a good thing I'm almost done, considering Norris Mix Volume 8's about to end. Yeah, I think if I just finish these 3, I should be fine. Cool
Coming up
beans.
next.
It's weird that they show up together. Alright, fellas. Anything else you guys feel like doing today? Aside from committing, like, super endgame genocide like we just did. Oh, there it is. Norwood Mix Volume 9 begins May 21st. Oh shit, I got time. Let's go ahead and swap this real quick. Back to Gyre. I'm giving her love lately. It is extremely ironic that the Darrow Vandal Incarnon base fire is somehow more of a Supra than the Supra Vandal. So I think the Super Vandal needs an Incarnon next, just so it can put the Darrow Vandal back in his place. What? Huh? What? I didn't say. That would be a weird thing to say. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I have not taken a look at Eleanor's items. I should probably do that. I don't know what weapon she has right now. Scald recruit troops with melee weapons. Yeah, that's easy. I can do that later.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a
Ever do you prove that one worth the possessing never can be? Where have you roamed, darling heart? I knew right away you'd be a good time.
Let's see. Catabolist 40.4. Hema 25.8. Meyer for 55%. If you guys missed the Coda Meyer before, when it was at 60%, then this is, you know, the next best thing, because with Valence transformation, you can change this to any of the Valence modes. 40.3, 43.5, 26.4, 29.8. The only one of these that's honestly worth getting because it's high enough is the Coda Meyer, but it was at 60% a couple weeks ago, so you should have grabbed it then. If you didn't, grab this one, because its slam attacks are apparently really good, but otherwise I'd give it a miss to the other ones and just save up your live hard cells personally. Yay.
See you tonight.
She's cute. She reminds me of my wife, that's the only reason I'm dating her. Significant other also occasionally waxes philosophical. It's adorable, really.
Big prizes.
You're a weirdo, and that's why I like you. Get along. I just realized I'm using the wrong fashion because my fashion is not in the A slot, it's in the B slot. Oh yeah. Kalimos is now a wizard. I feel it's important to tell you guys this. Kalimos is now a wizard. It's a whiz kitty. That's Kalimos, yes. How's she feeling, by the way? She's feeling a lot better. After the I have a feeling it's not an allergy. I have a feeling it's actually tied to her epilepsy because pineapple actually contains a chemical that can interact extremely poorly with people who have epilepsy. And primary epilepsy medication is actually stuff that suppresses this chemical interaction in your body. So I have a feeling it's not an actual allergy. It's actually, again, tied to her epilepsy, because what pineapple does to her is it doesn't actually give her hives or make her throw up or any of that other stuff that, you know, consuming a food you're allergic to does. It gives her massive, super, I cannot move, I'm in so much pain migraines, and potentially gives her seizures. That's the main reason I think so. Obviously, just because it's not like an allergy does not mean it's not serious. That actually means it's even more serious, and I have to keep my eye out for anything pineapple in any of the stuff we're making. Fun fact for those guys who don't know it, teriyaki sauce usually contains pineapple. But you see, the sauce packet we used was not labeled teriyaki sauce, so neither of us thought to check for pineapple. Whoops. Just got to be vigilant from now on, that's all. I never thought you could do that. You didn't know that Kalimos could go to Magic College and become a wizard? Kalimos is now a wizard, yes. Whiz kitty. Of course, the only spell that Kalimos knows is Mao. But you know, it's a pretty powerful spell, because anytime Kalimos says Mao, I really want to scritch it behind the ears. He's a good kitty. BT Dubs, I want those glasses. It's not fair that you have them here and I can't take them. I want those glasses. Anyway, moving on. Who do we have this week? Oh, we have one for Grendel. Nice. Parkour velocity, primary damage. That's actually really nice. Primary crit chance and reload speed. Ability, strength, and sprint speed. I'm actually going to probably override frame onto Gyre, like right around Sunday, and load this one onto Gyre, and then do the other two normally so I get another 2 charges towards my override Warframe. Archon shards. $249. Ugh. I am running low. I'm running really low. You have to go to Kaya if you want to open your Peely Pix pack. It's a fucking plastic baggie filled with stickers. Why do I need to go see somebody to open it? That is the weirdest gotcha ever. Yeah, if you don't go see Kaya, you can't open your Peely Pix. But why though? She actively makes everything around her worse by her existence. Why must I go see her for anything aside from Archimedia? And even then, that's pushing it. Why couldn't it have been Flair in charge of Archimedia? Flair in charge of Archimedia I might have actually liked, because Flair and Lizzie are cool as fuck. Sparkly in 1, sparkly in 3, chromatic in 4, that's cool. Sparkly in 2, sparkly in 1. That's not bad. It's gonna be the first chromatic I think I can get right there. Okay.
Stick them on your binder, your wall, your personal timeline.
Because Flair has a concert, he's got no time for that. That's true. That's true. Flair is very busy with Lizzie, so he wouldn't have time for anything but the concert. I get that. I suppose it wouldn't make sense to have Flair in charge, since there's, you know, the defense objective, and he has to be there for the defense objective. So, yeah, I might actually just buy a couple more Peely packs. Fuck it. What do we got? Hey! These ones are now sparkly. Nice. Oh, Breathless is actually really close to going chromatic. I didn't even realize. Or not Breathless, but the one that was next to Breathless. Brain no worky sometimes. Only knives. Ooh, a new one. Resolutions. Equip a Purgator 1 with 150% damage as primary weapon for the duration of the mission. That's not very good. But hey, it's a new one, so I'll take it. Fuck it. I'm really interested in Arcane Hotshot. Not interested enough to spend my Pix chips on it, because I want to max out all my Peely packs first thing.
Entertainment.
I should have known the second I saw the nose ring. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt, which was the wrong thing to do. I should have trusted my instinct on the nose ring, Because holy shit, terrible person. Flair and Lizzie, way cooler. Minerva and Velmir, way cooler.
These are my people, my beautiful freaks.
My beautiful freaks. I like Lizzie. She's cute.
Here's what we got.
Okay, I still need parts for this one, which means I'm going to need to farm more beating heartstrings on account of the fact that I would I didn't know you could... Oh, it's 110 per 6,000? Jesus, and it's limited to 7 a week? Ugh. That's terrible. Ugh. Okay, so I need to get all of these so I can have this one cooking in the bench. Okay, but the concept of an infested guitar that speaks through music is really, really fucking cool. I just want to say, 10 out of 10 on this one. That this is such a cool concept right here. I like her, can you tell? Yep. Oh, that's right. I need to test adaptation, don't I? Yeah, let's test adaptation a little.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
I just want to test where it is durability-wise, because the extra 90% DR should cut back on some of the inconsistency. There's that thing on my back again. What is that? I honestly don't know what that is. Oh, is that the thing I dip into the True Masters font? I haven't really used that yet. Maybe it is. No idea. I should probably actually go over there and, you know, use it every now and then, huh? Because that only appeared... Yeah, it's probably a thing for the True Masters font, huh? No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That was 6 million and 13 million. Alright. I just wanted to get charged by killing a round of them. Now let's see just how tanky I can be. Not bad, not bad at all. Oh yeah, that is much better. My energy is going much farther this time. Yeah, my energy isn't depleting anywhere near as fast this time. So I'm able to survive just a little bit more with adaptation there. Because it's not staggering out my energy bar anywhere near as much. Just gonna go ahead and Yep, they depleted it. Whenever you start staggering like that, that's typically around the point where I'm almost dead. So yeah, as long as you're not standing entirely still for them to wail on you like a dummy, you're fine. Oh, yeah, Lurker, sorry. I guess I didn't explain that very well earlier. The reason she works best with shotguns or extremely rapid... I just realized. Was that thing on my back the magazine for this gun? That's the... That's the magazine. That's not a thing for the True Masters font. That's a part of my gun, but my gun's invisible. Hold on. Yeah, my gun's invisible. What the fuck? Why is it appearing in the... That's so weird. Anyway, the reason she works best with shotguns, high multi-shot weapons, or extremely rapid-fire, high-damaging weak-point weapons is because of the fact that her abilities here synergize really well with the augment when it comes to rapid-fire taps. So her ability here with the augment of Cathode Current. Cathode Grace Augment. Eliminating an enemy while Cathode Grace is active will release an additional discharge from Rotor Swell with 200% damage and extend its duration by the same amount. So Cathode Current with Rotor Swell active, it's going to be dealing, let's see, that's 200% damage, additional discharge, so that's 1070 plus roughly around 2200. So each bullet will be doing roughly at least 4000 damage in an arc around whatever the target is, on account of the fact that well, a little less than that because it's typically on kill. But Rotor Swell, the discharge damage is whenever you get a critical hit. So basically you get a crit, and every time you crit, it does that discharge around a radius of the enemy. That basically means that anything that shoots out a whole lot of pellets that can crit, which she buffs your critical chance anyway, or anything that has an extremely high fire rate that can crit, will stun lock everything around what you're shooting at with electricity. Like this. See all those arcs? So you're actually able to get a lot of damage out there with that augment because of the fact that you pretty much lock down everything. And keep in mind, her special talent lets her abilities crit too, and that counts for her abilities as well. So you're able to get a whole bunch of extra discharges off of the critical hits from your abilities, which feed into giving your abilities more critical hit chance, and blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. You get the picture. She's a crit factory that turns crits into lightning. That's what she do. Yeah, sorry I didn't explain that earlier, Lurker. Sorry about that. It's neat. She's got this kind of cascade effect around that, where as long as you're wielding something that can shoot out either a lot of pellets or a lot of bullets, then you're able to get a ridiculous amount of procs, because each pellet or each bullet that hits an enemy causes that discharge. So you can turn something into a fountain of lightning by hitting them with enough pellets, or, you know, just rapid fire, daka daka daka. So I am losing just a little bit of my utility with Gyre by using this current build of the Dara Vandal, on account of the fact that multi-shot would actually make it synergize with her better. But I like the fact that every time I get just an occasional hit to a weak point, because I don't really aim, I don't have to, I'm shooting enough bullets, I just need to sweep it across the crowd at about shoulder height, then it does a ridiculous amount of damage because of this, and that thing dies. So I don't really have to aim, I just need to spray and pray and hope one of those bullets is going to be hitting a head somewhere. Hey folks, I appreciate you coming out and spending some time with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.